before, back when I was younger than you guys at the time, straight out of school. So, and in those days in England, there were many shoe shops. I think 27,000 shoe shops in England. This is back in the late 1970s, before any of you were born. So there was big competition. So as salespeople, we had to learn the techniques of selling. It's different now, but we have to learn the techniques of selling. The guy comes in, and the first thing that you do is you greet them. Okay? Never say, can I help you? Can I help you? Is no. Hello, no. Hi. Right, make contact, but don't say, can I help you? Because if you say, can I help you? And he says no, you're screwed. You've got nowhere to go. You can't say, can I help you now? No, it doesn't work. So hi there, oh hi. Most of the time, 90% of the time, if you say hi, he say, oh yes, he heard, can I help you? But you haven't said it. So if you say hi, and he says hi, a little bit later, was there anything? You've got two chances. That's why we don't say can I help you. That's the greeting. Second stage is you observe. You look. And there's so many things that your eyes can tell you before you even start selling. Age, size of the feet, what's he wearing already? Has he got a pair of decent shoes on? Has he got a pair of Nike on? That tells you what. How's he dressed? Casual, formal? Is it lunchtime? Is he a businessman on his lunch break? There's a whole bunch of things that you can learn from somebody just by looking at them. Is he a little nervous? Is he confident? All these things matter. Is it a woman? Is it a woman coming in to buy for a husband? We get a lot of that. So always bear that in mind as well. Sometimes you can tell it's a woman, sometimes you can't. You just get. Somebody comes in, observe. Greeting, hi, observe, looking, even before you start to talk. Most of the time, the customer will say, yes, I was looking at, or I saw your website, or I'm going to a special occasion. Your first job is to narrow down what the guy wants and match it with what you've got back there. Don't start saying, would you like something in pink? Yeah, that'd be great. Oh, we don't have those. Yeah. Don't narrow it down to something that you don't have. Ask questions and ask open-ended questions. This is basic retail selling technique. I'm going to get into the fun stuff. It's the basic stuff. So by the time you get to the stage where he's going to try some shoes on, you've got a pretty good idea here what's out there and what he wants to put on his feet. From that moment, you have to take control. So far you've been asking questions and you've been listening to the answers and you've been observing. Now, you have to be the professionals. And this is the difference between making 3 sales a day and making 4 sales a day. And that's €300 difference. Big difference. And this is the bit where you take control. You are the professional. Remember, the customer doesn't know you. You could have been hand making shoes for 20 years for all he knows. You could own the store for all he knows. He doesn't care. You are the professionals. Okay? And there's many different ways that you can prove that. Have a look at have you seen the video of the shoes being made? You've seen that, yeah? Just watch that because it's quite useful. There's going to be times when you're going to need it. But the first thing to do is to stop the guy walking around. You don't really want to walk around. Not when you've got the questions, when you've listened to the answers, when you've observed, you can... I'll show you. Okay. Why did you just sit down? Because these are the shoulders. I did. Okay, so much less. So that's how you get someone to sit down. Okay? And again, without being aggressive, there's ways of doing that. if I said to you, okay, you didn't take it first time, so I moved it closer to you. So you fell. Oh, I better take that off it. I didn't do anything nasty. I wasn't unpleasant. I was just professional. So take a seat. I'll get those. I'll get those for you. Then you go out, you bring out the shoes, and maybe another pair. So if you wanted to see Aldwych and Mahogany, maybe you can bring out the Strand as well. I bought this that you asked for. I just thought you might like to see this as well, but we'll leave those for you. So you're being helpful and professional. Don't say anything you like, because the answer could be no. Never ask a question that can be answered yes or no. Always open-ended questions. I've been doing quite a bit of nodding, and you would have been nodding back. This is called mirror technique. If you nod, you all do it here. If you nod at somebody, they can't stop nodding back, and it's good because they're saying yes. Remember that from later. You like this, yeah? This is really nice. It's good how professional you are. It's just a little trick. It took me 30 years to learn this. I get it for nothing. I don't charge for anything. So you've got shoes. Now, this is where you take control. And this is why this is so important. You've got somebody sitting down. They're relaxed. Okay? They're relaxed. So now you have the shoes. First of all, a shoe is much better when you can see it at that angle. So remember, the guy sitting here, he doesn't want to see the shoe like that, he wants to see the shoe like that. The shoe's disgusting, isn't it? So that's one of the reasons. Also, the foot should be at 90 degrees. That should be 90 degrees. Right. Okay? That's the most comfortable way to try a pair of shoes. So, there are two pieces of equipment that are yours, that you own. Shoe tree, the shoe horn, the shoe lift, put what you want, and the fitting saw. Take a seat. Take the right shoe off first. So, should be in. So this, it can either be difficult to get the foot in, or quick and easy. It's how you use it. Hold it like this as well. It's like an instrument, it's like a surgeon's knife. Remember, you're the professional. So the shoe horn, shoe lift as we call it, is like in there. Put that in place. So if the guy has got a very broad foot, quite a deep foot, it needs to be quick and simple. If he's got a slightly slimmer foot, just take the shoe horn into the shoe a little bit. Make it slightly harder to go in. So you go either like that, nice and quick, or like that, slightly harder. Because what you want is you want it to feel secure in the shoe. So that's quite important. And hold it like this, like it's a piece of equipment. Now, okay, nice and light. Why is this so important? So, how do you feel? Comfortable? Good. Okay. If I'm asking your opinion, I come down slightly. So now you're the boss, yeah? And if I want to tell you something, stand up. And I talk to you like this. I'm the boss. I'm the professional. If I want you to go and look at the shoes, I can bring you out and gesture. I control everything, and this is your stage. This is where you live. So you can be, if you're talking about shoemaking, you can come back a little, give the customer some space, not intimidating, eye level, lots of nodding. Okay? If you want to be a little bit more forceful, no, I think these are the best ones for you. You just come a little bit forward, eye contact, you rise up a little bit, and if you say, well, I'm not so sure, okay, leave it with me for a moment, you stay there. Don't you move it around, you stay there. Don't listen to your wife, she's not important. So you can control from up here. This is why this is important. Once you have the customer the shoes on the customer's foot. You now want to take control. So this if you have to wait and clear the space, it's almost impossible not to get up because I'm making the space for you. And then I can say, can I have a look at them there? Okay, so shoes on the foot. Use the fitting screw. Use eye level. Eye level is important. Down here, if you're asking, here, if you're talking, here, if you're teaching. Carefully out of the way. What are you doing? You're looking professionally at the shoes. So you look a little bit like that. What I then do is, and this has taken me 30 years, I will give you this for free. It's called the far away look. So, when you're looking, always get the customer to stand up because the foot spreads when the weight is on. Now, you're looking into the distance. What have I just done? I don't know what the hell I've just done, but it works. You look into the distance. If you go, he's thinking there's something wrong, but you don't need your eyes because you're a professional. You just need. Yeah, that's good. Always underneath the ankle bone here. Just feel underneath there. Feel that the ball of the foot is in the right place here. That's fine. Take a look. That's good. And here. Fantastic. So you've done all the control, and this is your stage. Now the hard bit. You've got control right from the moment they come in to right now. Have a look. Now's the tricky bit, because they'll never worry about that. This is where they're frightened about that. I've now got to get my wallet out and pay for these. So there is always a pause. It always goes quiet. And this is where good salespeople make the sales. You go into any shop here, I can guarantee the worst salespeople now can't think of anything to say. This is where the video comes in. This is where the knowledge of shoe manufacturing comes in. This is when you fill that gap with information. Now the great thing about this shoe was actually designed by a guy in Korea, in Seoul, in Korea. There's a brand out there called Yanko, Spanish brand, and he redesigned the simple monk shoe with the two. I don't know what I'm talking about, it's rubbish, but it sounds good. And it fills that gap, it fills that silence. All salespeople know about the silence. That horrible moment where you can't think of anything to say, and he's worried about how much it's going to cost. That's when you fill it with technical knowledge. This is a beautiful shoe. This particular colour is a dark brown. It's also a colour, we also do it in suede as well, in the polo suede, which I think is beautiful. But this suits you. You can still be professional, you can still control the sound. Once you're starting to get some knobs back, they feel good? Yeah. Again, open-ended cut. They feel good? Yeah. Is that the sort of thing you're looking for? Yeah. Positive, nodding, lots of mirror activity. Okay, that's great. Now then, was it just the one colour you wanted? Was there a lot of lace-up as well? Try and then, you won't do it now, but try and take those off the customer and put them on the desk. They're done. Forget about those. Now then, was there anything else? How about some some polishes, and then you get onto the accessories, sales, and all the other stuff. I won't cover that. That's the basics.